I am starting The Witchery by Isabelle. I am looking forward to reading this. It is giving me craft vibes just from the back. And it's magic and dark academia, so I'm looking forward to getting into this. I'm 271 pages into this book. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I really, really enjoy these characters so much. I'm enjoying them so much. I'm so into them. We could call it a bias and a racial bias at that. I love Jailah and I love Iris. I enjoy Thalia and Logan, but like I love their personalities so much. With Jailah, I feel like there's so much complexity to her character. It's like a simpleness but a complexity because she comes across as this like really nice person, but she's also like this ambitious, almost cutthroat person. There's like under that layer is just like, bitch, I need to get what the fuck I want. I will slit your throat for it. Give it to me. And Iris is just like, bitch, I'm a deathwitch. And I don't give a fuck about how you bitches feel. I'm a real ass bitch. And I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. I'm gonna keep it fucking real, bitch. And y'all are gonna deal. Like, she's just like hardcore and she is that girl. I love Thalia. I love her backstory. It's giving Carrie with Sissy Spacek when John Travolta. He was driving in that car and like, Carrie just slammed that car into the tree. Bitch. Period. I am loving Trent's character being like this black British dude. Like I could see him and his style and his aesthetic, but it's also like just Britishness. I'm like, oh, so cool. I'm kind of seeing it for Matthew, I guess. I don't know. He's not bad. Like I'm enjoying him as a character. I don't know. I don't really see it like that when it comes to like white guys. They're kind of like, I don't know, you gotta give them a little bit more to the personalities and them just showing up and being white and, I don't know, allegedly handsome. Allegedly handsome. When it came to Matthew and Trent, when I read in their respective chapters, Matthew came across a lot more shy and chill and very like slightly socially awkward. To me, that's how he perceived himself. And then when I read from other people's perspectives, he just seemed like a cool but just like chill, aloof and above it. Partly because of his lineage, where he comes from, like his family, I guess, that kind of gives that perception to him from other people. And similarly with Trent, he almost came across a lot more nerdy maybe. Everybody else's perception of like Trent was more like he's this cool dude, and his perspective, he wasn't super cool. He was just a little bit more silly. And then through Matthew's perspective, he was a ladies' man, but not even just that, like the fact that Trent was getting girls' numbers at the party. I didn't really see you as like a douchey bro type, you know what I'm saying? I was seeing you as like kind of awkward and a little nerdy. But beyond that, there's Theodore. He came in. He's kind of interesting. Like I kind of get the appeal a little bit because it's kind of like he comes from a different time. He comes from a past time where it's just like all of this is so new and interesting to him. In a way, I almost want to say like a baby, but kind of like this innocent mind. And then you're getting to experience all this stuff like Mariah Carey, karaoke, a plane, modern day life. I realize I'm enjoying that because like with Atlas 6 there was like a time travel element. I'm at a point where it's just like I'm trying to figure out, is Theodore for real or really a evil mastermind? Or I almost feel like Matilde, she wanted to save Matthew because she was in love with him, so she like buried him. Somebody's gonna like dig you up and bring you back to life and you'll get to live on because my sisters want to kill you. I don't know. I didn't think that theory out too clearly. I'm also thinking that like maybe there's gonna be like some evil awakening in him, and Matilde probably didn't know that, but her sisters probably knew. So she was trying to save him, but her sisters were like, bitch, he's gotta die to get rid of the wolves, or maybe he leads the wolves. I don't know, man. I don't know. And now he's invisible, girl. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I don't think killing him will bring Matilde and the rest of the sisters back. What if it makes the wolves stronger? What if the wolves are, well, actually, I don't know if the wolves are good. Maybe they are good because I kind of felt like maybe the wolves are good and all the killing that happened was like somebody else was doing it and they just blame it on the wolves. I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes, but I have some theories going. I don't know. We'll see. There's just so much action and plot going on, and I really want a Netflix adaptation, HBO Max adaptation. I don't give a fuck. I really want to see Iris come to life on screen because the energy's there. It's like it's already written into the book. It's such a good book. This is such a good read. Isabelle, she did that. Isabelle, she did that. I applaud. I've completed The Witchery by S. Isabelle. The whole time I was reading it, I just felt like, oh my gosh, this would make a really good Netflix series. At least give it a limited series, 6-episode, 8-episode run. Because I mean, it read like an entire season of a fantastical series on Netflix. I just got like these Buffy vibes and Vampire Diaries kind of vibes coming from it. Because it just like this whole small town, like very dark academia, school centered kind of vibe. Like it felt like a TV show, like a TV show where I'm like, I love these characters, I'm rooting for them, I'm here for them, I feel connected to them, I'm very invested in them. Most of the lead characters, I love them and I was into them. I will say my one critique would be like, I think Jenna is the character that died, and I felt like in order to make that death a little bit more impactful, we should have gotten to know Jenna a little bit more, make her seem like this young up and coming girl that was like super, I don't know whether she's a freshman or whatever. She kind of wanted to be a part of the like the red three. Is it the red three or the red sisters? I forgot. But they should have made her seem like a sycophant, like, oh my gosh, I love y'all, I like want to be a part of it, like she's trying to get their approval. They don't necessarily brush her off, but they're kind of like, you know, not taking her too seriously quite yet. And then when she dies, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like we feel something for her. Or not even like they could see her like a little sister. Oh, we're kind of grooming her a little bit, but you know, she can't really be a part of the group because she's not quite there yet, kind of thing. And then when they found out she dies, it's like heartbreaking. It worked fine as it was, but I also kind of felt like in the moment when we found out that Jenna died, it kind of felt like Jenna's death didn't seem as serious because it's like, as I read it, the most I've met of Jenna, I didn't really make a huge connection to her. She kind of existed in a moment with like a bunch of other characters in an auditorium. I wish there was a little bit more emphasis on her as a character to make her death actually a little more heartfelt. It ended like it had a lot going on because they introduced a little something else in there. Iris and Death and Matthew, and I'm just like, that's something to be explored. It ends in a way that's like closure, but it also ends in a way that feels like there's another book coming. Besides that, I would love Netflix to make a movie out of this. Not a movie. I would love if Netflix made a series out of The Witchery and put a good budget behind it. Like a really good budget, really good writers, like really good cinematography behind it, because this story deserves it. Shout out to S. Isabelle. I love this book. I enjoyed this so much. I'm ready to see what else she comes out with. In the words of MC Deborah, I had fun. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I am out this bitch like Fleek. Shout out to Peaches. Thank you, girl.